Well, he said that I spent time on Jeffrey Epstein's island. I didn't. I mean, he's a lightweight, this guy. He's a terrible, I think he's terrible. I thought he did a terrible job at the Grammys. I thought the whole Grammys was terrible. I watched part of it.
Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. Which makes sense, I mean, because Epstein's island is gone.
Picture a late-night stage where the air already feels tense before the first laugh even lands. The spotlight hits, and Trevor Noah steps in with humor so sharp it feels intentional, aimed straight at Donald Trump's latest controversy. What starts as comedy quickly feels like something more calculated. Each joke lands cleanly, pulling you in, until one unexpected clip shifts the entire mood and reframes everything. By the end, what seemed like a routine roast turns into a moment nobody saw coming.
She's not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nikki,
Before we dive in, take a second to like the video and subscribe, because what follows isn't light banter. Trevor Noah skips safe jokes and polite commentary, choosing instead to deliver pointed humor shaped by years of watching Donald Trump blur the line between facts and fiction whenever it suited him.
Guy Fawkes Day, and then your parents would be like, do you want these ones? You're like, do you like them? They're like, no, just throw them on the ground. I was like, pat, pat, pat. Do you feel like the other kids? No, I don't at all. So Iran has those ones, and then they're launching back and forth, back and forth, back. And the whole world was like, man, this again, Middle East conflict, Middle East. And then, at the peak of it, everyone was like, man, how could this get worse? Donald Trump was like, hello.
There's no slow build-up. Trevor jumps straight in, casually pointing out that Trump often carries himself less like a former president and more like someone who mistook global politics for another season of reality television.
Did you ever have Trump on the show?
No, we never did.
He did say some bad things about you on...
I don't know. I don't keep up with it.
Yeah, I do. I keep up with it. Yeah,
but you have like a feud with him. You have like a real... So here's what I've noticed. Like Trump's annoyance at people is directly proportional to how big they were when he like focused on the media. Does that make sense?
I see, yeah, right.
So like Time Magazine is still the biggest thing in his life. And then obviously Jimmy Kimmel, SNL, if they insult him, he gets really angry about it.
Yeah.
I'm so new to him that he's...
Without missing a beat, Trevor suggests Trump believes volume alone equals authority, as if raising his voice could somehow convert disorder into confidence and confusion into leadership.
He was like, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna totally de-escalate this situation. I'm gonna de-escalate this situation. And we were like, my man, you've never de-escalated a thing in your life. In your life. From your hair to your politics, nothing is a de-escalation. Nothing. But Trump came in and he's like, I don't like how Iran and Israel are launching bombs at each other all the time.
Trevor compares Trump's speech to a malfunctioning loudspeaker powered almost entirely by ego, blasting unfinished thoughts while daring anyone to challenge them. The delivery stays calm, which makes the jokes sting more. He paints Trump's leadership style as an expensive improv show where no one knows the plan, yet Trump insists it's perfect. Trevor even hints that governing was never the goal, only a bigger crowd, brighter lights, and non-stop applause. Trump's confidence, he says, looks impressive from afar but cracks fast under pressure, especially for someone who seems unable to function without constant praise.
You left the show. Are you experiencing feelings of depression, anxiety, hopelessness? Is it?
You know what? I'm good. I miss the vibe. You know, like I mean, like days like today. Obviously, you know, you watch Trump at a rally and he's dancing for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I miss that.
You miss that, yeah.
Yeah, because that's just free content. That's like one of those things where you go like, wow. Well, but for the most part, no. I'm traveling more. I'm enjoying being on the road. I get time to write books, try other things.
Turning toward Trump's relationship with truth, Trevor frames it as a creative exercise rather than a principle. Facts become adjustable. Reality becomes negotiable. Watching Trump debate, he jokes, is like someone flipping the chessboard, declaring victory and walking away convinced they won. He also touches on Trump's hunger for attention, describing a love-hate relationship with the media where criticism is hated, but silence is unbearable.
Too many bombs, we gotta stop it. No more bombs, we gotta stop it, we gotta fix it. And they're like, all right, how are you gonna fix it? He's like, by dropping bombs. I'm gonna drop bombs. And no one expected it. Like, the whole world was like, okay, Trump is gonna mediate, or because he said to them, hey guys, let's sort this out, peace deal. We're gonna do a peace deal. And then he dropped bombs on Iran. And everyone in the world was like, what the hell?
As the roast deepens, Trevor shifts to Trump's approach to global affairs, suggesting he treats diplomacy like a popularity contest. At international meetings, Trump appears like the relative who ignores etiquette yet assumes center stage. Beneath the bravado, Trevor hints at a fear of being forgotten. The laughter continues, but the message sharpens, highlighting how spectacle repeatedly replaced substance.
President, oh, he was even cockier. Yeah. You see him when he came out, Donald J. Trump? Oh, he had all the swag. He was like, folks, we're gonna have it handled. In 21 days, the virus will be gone. 21 days. Some are even saying 20.
Trevor then takes aim at Trump's dismissive attitude toward expertise, portraying knowledge as an inconvenience rather than a necessity. He jokes that Trump trusted instincts over scientists, economists, and professionals with decades of experience. The comparison escalates as Trevor imagines someone ignoring doctors entirely because they once watched a medical TV show. The laughter lingers because the image feels uncomfortably familiar.
We're like, oh man, I can't believe that Trump did this. I can't believe it. And they were so stressed. And I was like, yes, but look on the bright side. And they were like, what bright side? I was like, on the bright side, Trump also can't believe that he did this. Like, that's the one glimmer of hope that I get from Donald Trump, is that, like, he also doesn't know what he's doing. He's in it with us, which is a nice change. Oftentimes we're at the mercy of those in power, but he's in the mercy with us. Like, we're all...
Disagreement, Trevor suggests, was never treated as discussion, but as combat. Trump turned even simple mistakes into personal battles, blaming anything but himself. The humor stays playful, but the point lands hard. Leadership, Trevor reminds the audience, requires accountability. In Trump's world, loyalty often mattered more than accuracy, and noise often outweighed reason.
Every time Donald Trump answers a question, you know he doesn't know the answer because he answers it like he's a contestant in one of his own beauty pageants. That's how he answers it. Every time you see Donald Trump on TV, you can see he's making it up as he's going along. They'll be like, Mr. President, can you tell us about your healthcare rollout and how pre-existing conditions are going to be covered?
I know. We're gonna have so much coverage, folks. The best coverage, all the coverage. I'm gonna get it, all of it. It's gonna be so good, great.
Trevor circles back to Trump as a showman first, policymaker second. Press briefings felt episodic. Decisions played like cliffhangers. Crises became entertainment. He jokes that Trump often appeared to be Googling answers in real time, while insisting he already knew everything. Beneath the laughs sits a serious question about priorities and responsibility.
About the value of his properties for decades to defraud the banks into giving him better loans, right? And these are not small amounts. They're not small amounts. For instance, Mar-a-Lago was worth $75 million. And what did Trump say it was worth? $740 million. How? Because I upgraded it, folks. Yeah. Totally upgraded. I added a rec room. It's got a foosball table and everything.
When discussing legacy, Trevor imagines historians struggling to explain a period that often felt more absurd than serious. He suggests Trump's drive came less from purpose and more from a fear of seeming ordinary. Power, he jokes, became armor for insecurity. Elections, in this view, were acceptable only when Trump won them.
Has been found guilty of 17 counts of and other financial crimes.
And you know what that means? Donald Trump is going to prison to visit all the lower-ranking people who did this without his knowledge or his permission. Yeah, because we all know that's how that works in the world, right? All the successes in Trump's organization, they're due to the genius of Donald.
Trevor then widens the lens, explaining how Trump reshaped political tone itself. Insults replaced dialogue. Volume replaced debate. Division became strategy. Even critics were forced to shout to be heard. Many, Trevor notes, felt exhausted by the constant chaos, yet the habits Trump normalized didn't vanish when he left office.
He also claimed that his 11,000 square foot apartment was actually 30,000 square feet, which was a lie. So this man is going to be the first person to ever get in legal trouble for claiming his apartment is a grower, not a shower. And I've got to say, it would be so funny if this is what takes Trump down, huh? Can you imagine? He tried to overthrow the government, but then they get him for lying about having an in-unit washer-dryer. It's like, that's the thing that locks him.
As the segment nears its peak, Trevor imagines Trump watching somewhere off stage, pretending not to care while listening closely. The jokes, he explains, don't invent absurdity, they reflect it. And while Trump is easy to laugh at, Trevor reminds viewers that the system enabling him deserves scrutiny too.
Oh my God. Wow. So amazing. So amazing. I can feel it. Oh my God. Hitting me. Oh my God. In all different places. So many places. Are there two of us right now? You're looking at yourself.
Slowing his pace, Trevor allows the room to settle. He explains that roasting Trump isn't about humiliation, but about questioning the idea that noise equals leadership. The Trump era, he reflects, felt like a chaotic carnival. Comedy became a way to process disbelief, frustration, and confusion, even when the underlying issues were serious.
A what? No, it's called Truth Social, I think. No one cares. Anyway, the point is Trump sent out one of his thingies, I don't know what they're called, and it was like, Trevor Noah was never funny, Jon Stewart was only slightly better, and then like he goes on like a rant and he's just like, these people don't realize if they moved more to the center like me, they would have more followers. Then I'm like, center like you? I'm like, my man.
In the closing moments, Trevor returns to Trump calmly, not angrily. He describes an